Hello guys, Guru here. If you're new to the channel or enjoy the content, feel free to subscribe and stay tuned for more top-notch podcast reviews of your favorite series. Peace. What's up, people? It's the Guru coming to give another video. Today's topic, Kuzu no Honkai. That's how we say it, Kuzu no Honkai. I hope I'm getting that right. First episode, man. I want to check out some new anime, and I looked at a couple of videos, and this one popped up. Seemed pretty interesting. One thing people don't know about, some people know about the Guru, man. I love romantic movies and stuff like that, man. So this anime kind of had a little, the slice of life, but it had the little romantic, unrequited love aspect to it. So I was like, okay, let me give this a shot, right? So I checked it out, man. Pretty good episode. Let's quick little synopsis. This is a chick. I'm gonna go to, these names kind of hard. I'm gonna call her Hana, and Hana is in love with this guy called Kainai or something like that. But he's older. He's an older man. She's 17 and he's grown. I don't really know how old he is. I'm probably say either late 20s or early 30s. And she calls him brother because she kind of I don't know what happened to her. We don't, as of yet, we don't know what happened to her father. But he's not around. But she does have a mother, and he kind of somehow, some way, is like a friend of the family, and so he pretty much takes her under his wing. And later on, he becomes a school teacher, and he becomes her actual homeroom teacher. So she starts reawakening all these feelings for him, and she actually feels that she's in love with him, whether or not it really is true that she's in love with him. She feels this way that she's in love with him, but it's kind of weird because she calls him brother, and she wants to be with this guy. But here's the thing: from what we can tell is the story so far, he only looks at her as a friend of the family, almost like a little sister, or maybe even a daughter, because he's got some age on it, we can tell. And there's another teacher in there. Her name is Akane, I think, and she's the music teacher, and them two are hitting it off pretty good. So it seems like he's way more interested in Akane, who is his age, than he is with Hana. And Hana's kind of jealous of their relationship and feels kind of bad. You like somebody, but the person you likes somebody else, and of course on top of that, she's a teenager, so she's growing through that hormones and everything. So it makes for a very weird, volatile situation. But on top of that, this makes the story even spicier. The other character, my man, I think his name Hanabai, Mugi. They call him Mugi. Like these are hard names. Mugi likes Akane, the music teacher. So he sees the relationship between Kana and Akane, and so he's jealous of it too. So them two end up bumping to each other in the hallway, and they start talking, and they start like pretty much having pity parties together and stuff, and they're always around each other. So they end up one day fooling around, but then it goes pretty far. They make out and everything, and they make this pact to be friends and stuff, pretty much friends with benefits. But they said they're not that way because they haven't had actual sex yet, but they have gotten pretty far. Like he stripped her, they kiss a lot, there's a lot of groping, a lot of touching, yeah. So it had a couple pretty hot scenes in this episode. The first episode, they pretty much set it off. He was damn near third base. You know what I'm saying? If he's not third base, he was going for it, man. And she was willing to do it. So when they have these little sexual acts or whatever you want to call it, makeout sessions, they look at each other as the people that they love. And so that's how they're able to get through it. So they're using each other's, pretty much their bodies and their presence to fill in the holes that they have for the other, that the people they're actually in love with. Which is crazy because everybody in this series seems like they're using somebody for something. Like, Hane and Mugi are using each other, their body and their presence to make up for love they're not getting from their counterparts. And then we saw that in one scene we see that Kana, when he was at their house at Mugi's house, not Mugi's house, but damn, I gotta get his name right. Hana's house with her mother, and they were eating. It seems like he doesn't have a mother, so he hangs around the women. And he always says, like, hangs around them. So it's kind of like, well, I don't have a mom, so she's kind of using her mom to fill in the gap that he needs for his mother not being there. And then kind of like when they were younger, Hana was using him to fill in the gap for her not having a father, and so it's kind of weird. Everybody has a little use for her. You kind of use somebody in some kind of way, and the story brings that out. And it's kind of weird things that I did see was also that she walked him home. He's a grown man, but she walked him back to his house at night after he finished eating dinner with them. And I thought that's kind of weird. It seemed like, why would you want a little 17-year-old girl to walk you home at night in the dark? And you being the man, usually you'll be like, well, I'm walk home, the streets aren't safe for you to be out. Something can happen to you, so you stay here with your mother. Thanks for the meal or the dinner, and I go on. Which is cool. That's what I thought. But they did have a flashback scene that was very telling when Hana and my man Kane was they had this kind of like 3-legged race, and they won. And the little girl kind of like was mad and saying like, that's not your dad, so it was unfair that you won. And then Hana kind of got back at her. She's very feisty, and she would holler back at her like, yeah, you cheated because you had on some kind of shoes you weren't supposed to wear, some illegal shoes. They were like some kind of speedsters or something. So the little girl kind of like shut up like, and we see that that seems kind of weird that you see that she was longing for a father. So I know further on the series you're probably gonna tell actually what actually happened to her father, maybe, and we might learn what happened to his mother. And so right now that's the whole situation, man. So yeah, just a bunch of unrequited love and using each other's bodies. So I guess his name of the story is what, a scum swish. So it's kind of like, I guess you could consider it's kind of scummy what they're doing, but they're both doing it with each other's consent and nobody's being used. And I will say this, Hana, she dissed this one guy so bad, man. I guess he's going after her, and she didn't give no explanation really why she didn't want to date this guy. It was some random strange dude. I don't even know if they said his name or not. And she pretty much is like fatality this guy, man. This poor guy was like, and he said he'd been waiting for her answer for like a while, and for her to just dismiss him like that was kind of scummy. Yeah, that was kind of scumbag, and she did not let him down easy. She just went ahead and let him have it. She just ripped that bandage off. So yeah, I like her character, man, because she's very feminine and soft at times, but when it's time to amp up, she really does it. She really knows, or she thinks she knows what she wants, and she actually goes after it, and she does it. Because it's kind of crazy because, my man Mugi was her first kiss and everything, man, and so I don't know, man. So it seems like Mugi has a little bit more experience. I don't know if he's still a virgin or not, but we definitely know that she is. But she almost went all the way, but she got a phone call from my man Kana, and whatever, had his number up there, said brother. So I think that stopped her from going all the way, and I guess she felt like that might have been a sign saying don't do it. But hey, that's just me. But tell me what y'all thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to share and like and all that good stuff. This Guru. See you for episode 2. Peace.